أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The empty movements in our prayers, the fluid character and personality of ours, the arguing and fighting in masajid, a few symptoms out of many telling us that the condition of ours is becoming very serious. I hope not that this message of mine to you would fade away like the sun's fading away. For when the sun fades away, darkness prevails. When darkness prevails, we cannot see. When we cannot see, we fall. And with no light, how would we rise? How would we live? And how would we encounter the biggest threat in our lives? And this is the killing of our spirituality. And what spirituality am I talking about? I am talking about Fatima binti Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, calling upon Allah and saying, Ya Allah, you have made the night too small for your worship. The continuous crying for Allah and His beloved sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, not once in a month, not once in a week, no, every single day remembering them, yearning for them, loving them, Allah and His Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And that is why Allah told us, those people who love Him very extremely. وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. And those people who believe, they have a strong love for Allah. They love Him more than anything else. And no one loved Allah more than the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The feet of our Prophet got swollen up. And why ask his dear wife, the mother of the believers, Aisha radiallahu anha, that Allah have forgiven your past and future sins. You cannot make sins, so why standing and crying all night? What was the reply of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? O Aisha, should I not be a thankful slave? We need those nights in our lives and not destroying our youth in musical nights. Imam Ghazali mentions in his book Mukashifatul Qulub that Hazrat Isa alayhi salam once passed by a young man who was watering the garden. The young man requested Hazrat Isa alayhi salam to make dua that Allah Ta'ala grants him an atom of His love. Hazrat Isa alayhi salam replied, you do not have the power within you to sustain an atom of His love. And the young man said, then request half an atom of His love. Hazrat Isa alayhi salam then made dua to Allah to grant the young man half an atom of His love, and then went away. And after a long time has gone, and Hazrat Isa alayhi salam passed by that road again and inquired about the young man, and people told him that the young man had become insane and had gone to the mountains. Hazrat Isa alayhi salam again made dua that may Allah make him meet the young man. And after a while he then saw the young man standing on a mountain and looking towards the sky. Hazrat Isa alayhi salam greeted him, but he remained silent. And Hazrat Isa asked him, O young man, do you not recognize me? I am Isa. And then Allah sent a revelation to Hazrat Isa alayhi salam saying, O Isa, that person who has even a half an atom of my love, how can he listen to the voices of humans? By my honor and majesty, even if you take a saw and cut him into 2 pieces, he would not feel it. And this is love, my dear listeners. This is spirituality which we today do not even try to come near. Where are those young men and those young women who have an eagerness in moving out any time of the day with the sole purpose of gaining Allah's pleasure? Although you will find many who wake up early, stay late, not for Allah, not for the Prophet, but for making money, hanging around with friends and visiting each other. We must realize that our spirituality is slowly being killed, taken away from us. The evil powers such as Shaitan and his friends from the jinn and humans are working day and night to misguide us, to steal our spirituality. If we want ourselves and the generation after us to be saved in these dark times. We have to change our ways. We have to change our company. And the first and foremost step is to find those people who have a deep love of Allah and His beloved sallallahu alaihi wasallam, those who follow and emulate the best being who ever have been on earth sallallahu alaihi wasallam in every way. We must find those friends of Allah, and by loving and obeying them in the matters of deen, Allah will surely open our hearts and give us such a knowledge that would clean our hearts. So let us not be unjust against ourselves. May Allah show us the right path, a path full of love, a path full of mercy, and a path full of righteousness.